Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Tyler Collier Infinity, and I got 21st yesterday in the online treasure cup. There was 984 players, so almost 1,000. Didn't quite get that much because some people don't show up and some people can't get in on the wait list since it's kind of hectic and they want to start on time. I played Gecko Moria, so I'm going to go over my deck, some of the card choices that are, outliers, and my matchups at the end. So to start, you just have Moria, really good leader, still really good in EBO1. He has a good RP Law matchup if you do play in a Yamato. And then you do pretty well into yellow. I'd say it's like slightly in your favor. Depends how the game goes, obviously. And then I would say you slightly lose to Sakazuki because it's just a very good deck with bottom decking. And if you don't have enough Thriller Bark Pirates, it gets kind of rough. So down the list, 4 Suru, really standard. 2 Rebecca. I saw the success that the Mexico winner had last week, along with Cross AI previously having success with Rebecca Hina. So I wanted to try it, and it's been really good for me. I didn't quite play 3 because it's not searchable, but I just want 1 in the trash for Moria to have that option into varying matchups, right? So you play Rebecca, get a 2K. It's pretty nice, and sometimes Rebecca is good on those turns, but you don't have Moria. You can go obviously like Rebecca Hina Lucci, which is a standard combo from set 5 Sakazuki. But it was really good. And then Force Injury 2K, it's really good to open. The only matchup I don't like playing at turn 1 is Yamato, because it is a 2K. And you're not always blessed with a bunch of 2Ks, right? So I'd rather try and mill a couple cards through my own thing. If I just have 1 Thriller Bark, that's fine. You don't really need to use the... I guess you need Absalom in the matchup with Fortress, but you don't need it in the other one. Like the Wayno one, you kind of just play the resource game. You don't really need a specific Thriller Bark Pirate. Played 1 Cerberus. This was actually really good. I think I'm going to play 2 going forward, especially when Great Eruption goes at the end of June. Cerberus has just been really good. It won me, I think, 4 or 5 games, or like it always gave me an option to have that was very good. Instead of just like, oh, I'll add a 2K, I can put like a physical blocker down, which is really nice. 3 brand new. Brand new's fine. You kind of just want him when you're on 2 Dawn. He's also good on 5 Dawn sometimes because you'll just play to mill 3 if you hit something cool. And then you have more stuff in the trash for Absalom, Lucci, Hogback, whatnot. And then the 3K body is nice sometimes. He's good at trading into Bond Clay. He's good at trading into some like small cards like Bonnie, the Searcher, and stuff like that. 2 Helmeppo. Since I'm playing Hina, I'm only playing 2 Helmeppo. I do want to see 1 in trash to go with Rob Lucci, but I don't want to draw too many of them because he's not great on his own. 3 Hina. I'm kind of on the fence. I was playing 2. My friend sent me this list that was playing 3, and I was like, okay, I'll just do it. Because playing against Red Purple Law with this Rebecca Hina, I had a really good time. And I tried to play standard, and I was like, wow, this is a lot closer because I don't have this extra 5K body. And I don't have like this option, right? So it makes it a little harder on me. But Hina was good. It's only really good on like 6 and 7 Dawn, I guess. Because you play it, then you play Absalom from the trash. It's fine past like that if you don't have a Moria, but obviously you want a Moria and then you want to try and end the game. And Hina on those turns is kind of expensive unless you have a lot of life. 2 Kuzan. I think I played Kuzan like twice all day. He's really good against yellow because it makes them out him. And he's good into, pretty much any matchup you can stick him, right? But he doesn't stick very often in the mirror or against Sakazuki. 4 Absalom, really standard, really great card. You need to see him in a lot of matchups or your deck just kind of becomes bad. 4 Hogback, he's mostly just there to add Moria and a 2K. Sometimes if my hand's bad, I'll ditch a Thriller Bark if I only have Hogback in trash, and then I'll just add that same one back so I can get, pretty much a free card. I put the 2 trash back, which may matter, may not matter, depending on the matchup. 4 Perona, really good card. I didn't use the reduction effect all day. I wanted to use it like once, but it didn't like line up correctly with what I was trying to do. The discard's always good. It's always like your best play on 3 and 4 Dawn into a lot of matchups. Because it's just really a Dawn efficient and card advantage efficient. And it's just 2K. 2K is really good. 3 Rob Lucci, you need to see removal. And I think this is a good number because you want at least 1 in the trash. And then if you draw 1, it's fine. It can be good in some matchups. It can be bad to draw if you have like too many Moria events. Rob Lucci, you just have non-counters and you might like die in a race. But it's a good card. 3 Sabo. I was on the fence about playing 4, and it depends how much yellow you see or how many mirrors, since it's pretty prevalent in those matchups. I didn't play any mirrors, but I did play like 5, or I played 6 yellow decks. So it was good for me. 4 Moria, heart and soul the deck. Pretty much, yeah, that's all I gotta say. You need to drop him on 8 in a lot of matchups. He's really good on 9 when you have Ice Age or Eruption. Yeah, he shouldn't be 9k. I'll say that. 3 Ice Age. I think with Eruption and the Hina's, I don't need 4. And it's a card that's a lot harder to cycle. With Eruption, on some turns, if I have an extra Dawn, I will cycle that. So I put a card in trash, and I get like a non-counter out of my hand. But it's very good, especially into like yellow big bodies. And then trying to trade into Moria, it's not as great in Moria. It's better in Sakazuki, where, because if you -5 to Moria, it's still a 3, which is still not a convenient pop. You still have to have another reduction. But good card. Great Eruption, good card, just consistent. I wouldn't say it's like broken unless you're playing against like a 4-cost, focus deck. Then yeah, I would feel pretty strong. But that's about it. I don't have any problems with the list. It ran really well. Just getting into my matchups. I played. Getting my matchups. I played Yamato round 1, Sakazuki round 2. Katakuri, another Yamato. Round 5 I played Katakuri. This player ended up getting DQ'd round 10 for cheating. He tried to add a card from his lap to his hand. And I lost to a top deck reject after they perfect curve and had 5 triggers in their 7 life. So I could have won if I played a turn differently, regardless of what he drew, unless his 2 cards were reject Amaru, which if they were, that has happened to me before. But it is a good reason I should have recorded to have that proof and maybe check it right after. But I've been high rolled before, so I didn't really think anything of it at the time. Round 6, I played a purple-yellow Croc. I was happy to see the deck because 1, it's a good matchup, and 2, I like the deck, but I felt bad for the guy, right? Moria is a pretty bad matchup for him. So, moving on, my only loss so far is round 5, the Katakuri player. Round 7, I played an RP Law. Good matchup for me. It's kind of close, but I went in. Round 8, I play another Sakazuki. They don't get to Rebecca in time, so I kind of just have too big of a board, and they can't put up enough defense. Round 9, I play an Enel. This game's really close. I have 1 Moria maybe on curve on either 8 or 10 Dawn, and it gets put into my life, and so I don't have a big body to like contest the board really. And it got down to a final turn where I can swing like 7, 7, and then some combo of 8, 9, 9. The correct numbers would have been 7, 9, 10, or like 8, 8, 10. Because on the final swing, he has 3 cards in hand. He has the 0-cost event, a 2k counter, and a brick. So he goes to 10 and he guards my second 9k. And I lose. Instead of losing to a trigger, he didn't hit many, maybe like 2 out of his multiple life. And I lost a close game because I probably threw, I would say. I made the wrong choice. He had 2 cards in hand. I decided to swing 8. And then I still could have swung 8 again, but I messed it up. And it happens, but just got to be better. And then round 10, I play RP Law. He draws well. I go first, and I kind of see what I need to. I get to a Moria with Lucci Helmeppo on 9 and Ice Age. So I clear his board, and it's just very good for me. And I coast to a win. And so yeah, I end up 8-2, 21st place. Not bad. I was close to, top 8, just kind of threw my round 9. On the final turn, he had played so many big bodies, like 7. It was like 2 7 moms, 2 9-cost Yamatos, 2 8-cost Katas, and a rush ace. And like I still had a chance to win that game, even though it went so long. But it just came up a little short. Either way, happy to talk more about the deck. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Any questions you have on EBO1, Gecko Moria, I'm happy to answer. And yeah, thank you for watching.